Hello, 21st Century Superhumans. This is Carrie Ellis, and I'm here with you on our new segments that we're doing, which are called Journey with Us. And we are going to start taking you on a quantum journey, the quantum journey of a lifetime that many of us are waking up to today. And it's so exciting. So what I wanted to share with you, these are going to be little short snippets, maybe 3 minutes long, so you can listen to them on a regular basis. I'm not sure what days we'll post them, but whenever we do post them and you run across them, this will be a way that you can catch a glimpse. I have people ask me all the time about quantum reality and how does it work in our world. This is what 21st Century Superhuman is about. It's one of the big things it's about, besides the fact that we're in the shift of the ages, and besides the fact that as we lighten up our lives and our lifestyle, our diet, our thoughts, that we actually emerge into a new state of being, and it supports this new state of being emerging. So I have people ask me a lot, does time exist? And of course, quantum theory, as we currently understand it, tells us no, time does not exist, as it was kind of purported by Newton that it was, counting off movement through space, basically. So basically, time and space do not exist according to quantum theory. I picked up yesterday Lynn McTaggart's more recent book called The Intention Experiment, and she's the investigative reporter who wrote The Field about quantum physics studies of the last 50 years and how they relate to consciousness. Brilliant book, very worth reading if you're wanting to expand your understanding of how quantum physics works in our world. Really worth reading. So her latest book, I just almost skimmed through the whole thing last night, and she tells about an experiment where they had 4,000 people that were in a hospital for some kind of severe fever epidemic that was going on. And they set people up to pray for these people. 4,000 people, that's a pretty big number. It's a pretty big study. So the people that were prayed for, some of the people were prayed for. The ones that were prayed for, there was maybe like a 5% lower death rate among those, maybe 5 to 10, 5 to 7, something like that. But the biggest thing was there was a much faster recovery rate. The people who did survive, which was quite a few, there was a much faster recovery rate. And of course, we kind of already know this about prayer, right? I mean, we've seen these studies, we've heard these studies, we know that prayer changes things, we know that when we focus on someone for healing, it changes things. We all already know that. Well, guess what the twist in this experiment was? The prayer was done 6 to 10 years after the people were sick. So let that just bend your brain for a little bit. I was letting it bend my brain yesterday, and I hit on some amazing things. My dog Maggie, who passed recently, I've been going through a lot of layers of realizing that my world is an outpicturing of resonance inside of myself and how to clear that. And I feel her with me energetically. But what had started happening as I heard this was, okay, then I can see Maggie as having never been sick. I can see her as being well and bounding around. I can see her as having not even dropped her body. And every time I think those thoughts, even now while I'm talking to you, I get these waves of currents running through my body. Like, yes, confirmation from the universe. This is true. This is Maggie here with me saying, yes, you're getting it. So that's my experience with it, but take this and play with it in your world. I also had the outpicturing of, there was a period of time when I was being paid for a job and somebody was handing me a $2,600 check every month. I was also sacrificing some of my soul for that. So I've chosen to get on this path where I'm not sacrificing my soul, as many of us are, and we're learning how to shift ourselves internally so that resources can support the work that's our true work, that's bringing this new vibration into being. So very exciting. I got the same kind of currents going through me as I just went, oh, there is no time. That person can be handing me that check right now. So very interesting. Play with it in your world. Play with it with those you love, with experiences. What I see is an unwinding start to happen when we can look at our lives this way. We begin unwinding those layers of I don't have enough, or how am I ever going to do this? You know, the world wants to tell us that it's impossible to not do it the world's way. Well, we know better. And together, we're working it out, we're learning. And the world has told me that Maggie has passed on and gone and that she had cancer. And yet, the cosmos is telling me otherwise. And so play with that, knowing that really there is no time, that all things are happening concurrently, and bring that more into being in your world. I love these experiments because they really confirm to us what we already understand and know. However, it helps us really put it into practice. So we shall see you again soon. Have an awesome day. Be the love that you are and journey into the light. Okay? Many blessings.